I was diagnosed probably 3 or 4 years ago. And it all started as a horrible diarrhea. Um, I went to a doctor. The doctors in here obviously said, "Oh, maybe it might be something else, such as a hemorrhoids or something like that."
Yeah.
And they put me into treatment for hemorrhoids. I even did like hemorrhoids ligation surgery for that. Um, None of that was helping. I was still bleeding. I was still going to the bathroom like, four, 10, 12 times until they actually did the colonoscopy and found that I was diagnosed with severe ulcerative colitis.
I mean, you're all of a sudden you're diagnosed. They're telling you this is an incurable disease. You have it for the rest of your life. How did
Yes.
that? How did you respond to that? How did you
Yeah, to
break
be
free from
honest,
the
like
bed?
it was I didn't know what that was. I thought
Yeah.
it was just something like when I hear the word ulcerative colitis, I'll be like, oh, that's maybe like ulcers on your stomach. So with a single pill, it will just solve your problems for sure.
Yeah.
And then I start, the first thing you do is just go on the internet, start reading a bunch of stuff. And the more I see people like, no, like there has been people living with this for years
Yeah.
and the symptoms for years. So this isn't going to be like a week of treatment and will go away.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just horrible because I was just having so much urgency. I was running to the bathroom constantly. The blood obviously scares you. You don't know exactly what the hell is happening inside you. And what the doctor said is like, well, I'm just gonna put you on some medication, and then you're gonna be on this medication for life. So they put me on prednisone and Mezavant. Um, Obviously, that decreased a little bit the bowel
So it
movement.
did help. The prednisone. You were on 40 milligrams of prednisone, and it did help.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that reduced the amount of bowel movement, but that I was still having pain, diarrhea, blood. I was still doing all that. And then I told the doctor, and the doctor put me on a list for biologics. Um, oh, before that, I actually wanted to explain you my lifestyle before that because it was like pretty rough. Um, in the car, I used to have like extra pair of clothes because I had several accidents.
Yep.
I actually went into, I forgot my notebook, but I actually have a notebook where I timed the average between one bowel movement and the second bowel movement. That's stupid of me, but because you can really time it. But I would time it those because then based on that, I would plan my trip. So if I needed to go to a grocery store, it better be under that timeline.
Yeah.
If location B I had to actually go a little bit longer, I
Mm-hmm.
needed to add a stop in between either a McDonald's or Starbucks that I can just go to the bathroom just in case.
Yeah.
It was just to take my dog outside. In my building there is a bathroom at the back of the building, so I actually have to take him to the back because if I needed to run to the bathroom was right there. So everything was very, like, I was working so much for my lifestyle plus my work, and I didn't have any energy for I was very frustrated. you
Mm.
you don't have any energy for any of this.
Yeah. I mean, your whole life's orchestrated on where you can go and how, and you can't control your bowel movements. You're having blood, urgency, diarrhea, pain, bloating, gas, weight loss, low energy. Um, and you're sitting here on steroids and they're helping, but they're not helping. And you feel like long-term biologics wasn't a choice you wanted to make. But then you're trying natural medicine. You're doing extremely strict diets with raw foods and juices, and you're doing it for 3 months, 100%, and you're not getting anywhere. I mean, you just feel doomed at this point.
Yeah, at that point I just felt like I always wanted to find the positive on something. I was just maybe because I didn't take the juice on this date, maybe that trigger or something like that.
Yeah.
um but no, that wasn't really the case. It was just not working. I was just being hopeful that something was going to work, but it didn't work you know
What when you found the Shield program, did you think this is going to be the same? I'm not going to get results.
For the S.H.I.E.L.D program, I found the testimonies, and the majority of these people were talking about different things, completely different things,
Yeah.
and they were able to get better. So it gave me a little bit of hope. But actually, yeah, I was I watch almost all, I don't know, your 30, 40 videos, almost all of them, to like, and I took notes of like, oh, this person had this, but this person said something else, but this person said something else. So it must work. It must do something. It must work.
So let me ask you now, how long ago did you join the S.H.I.E.L.D program?
I joined in February last year.
It's February of 2022.
Yeah.
So it's now May of 2023. So we're talking 15 months ago.
Yes.
And what are your symptoms?
One bowel movement a day.
Whoa, one bowel movement a day.
Full solid bowels, like full solid.
Full normal one bowel movement a day. Any blood, urgency, diarrhea?
No
Any
blood,
cramping,
no diarrhea.
pain, gas?
Nope.
And you've gained about 10 pounds?
I gained 10 pounds.
And dude, you're completely happy with your weight?
Yeah, like I never thought I could gain this much weight, to be honest. Never.
So wait a minute, one bowel movement a day, no blood. You eliminated the blood, urgency, diarrhea, mucus, pain, bloating. You gained 10 pounds. You got your energy back, and you eliminated your medications. How long have you been off medications?
Since June last year.
June last year.
Yeah.
You got off the prednisone in, I'm seeing April of 2022.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, April 2022. Yeah.
So you haven't been on prednisone in over a year, and then the Mezavant, you got off May of last year.
Yes.
So you've been off the two things that were helping you with the ulcerative colitis over a year ago.
Yes.
And you've remained symptom-free, no problem since.
No.
What was one of the big issues that was missing, if you want? Because everyone out there who's listening going, Manuel, this is such an amazing experience, but what was different? I mean, you were doing all these diets, you were trying natural medicine. What did we find in you that we treated that everyone else missed?
Well, you guys had a specialist that actually work on your case. So
yes.
This isn't just a questionnaire that you fill ABC and all of a sudden I run an optimizer and tell you what you want. No, that's not really how it works. Yeah. You guys actually go and search deeply into like the user and the person, like exactly tell me. And then, based on that, you will build the program completely that works for you. Person. Yeah, you can tell that, the support specialist is not copying and pasting something that worked for someone else. It actually goes through your system, listening to you, and it's not that one thing that also caught my attention is that it's not something that you put on the list and then you have to take this. No. The majority of my other program is like, here's your list and you have to do it. Whereas in here, it actually explains you why you have to take this or why you have to do this. This will make you health better
if it's optional, you could say, oh, I don't want to take this or do that. And you go, okay, we can take it off. But
there was an explanation of it.
Yes.
You are not really like blinded.
Yes.
Of like, I'm supposed to like take this because it's supposed to get me better based on what? Oh, because it's saying so.
Yeah. And how important was it to have Coach Lori?
Yeah, it gave me a little bit of also like safe, because I was in my previous experiences, it was just like you follow this and you're on your own. Whereas Lori, if I had questions, she will just reply back. If something wasn't working, she will tweak it and reply back. If like she was always very positive too. Like she was very assuring that I'm here for you. And that's great. That's great to have, to be honest.
Amazing.
You don't feel like rolling the dice or anything like that. They are really for you.
Is there one thing, and I know everyone out there is itching for like, well, what'd you do, Manuel? Is there something you'd like to highlight in your program that really helped you get results?
For me, in my case, it was the education of root cause and the program around that.
Yeah.
That actually, once you understand that type of education and knowledge and how you can actually treat all these different root causes, it's just like opens your mind. It's just like, oh, this is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And also that you guys have no shortages for how to like,
resources and
or anything like that. Like if something wasn't working, there's something. If there's something that's working, something there, there's always something and that gives people hope that this isn't just like a one trial and good
Yeah.
luck, roll the dice.
Is there any last piece of advice you would give to anyone out there?
Well, there is hope out there, and there is a solution that it will work for them. You know, it might not seem at the moment that, you know, things are gonna get better because you actually get to a dark spot of frustration, but you know, this program actually helped me, and I can prove it that actually helped me. And that, yeah, and if I will encourage people that are going through to join the program and to trust the process because it actually works. This isn't something about me marketing or anything like that. It actually works. Like, so yeah, thank you and Lori for everything you've done.